Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Hello readers, I'm sorry, we're still here, we're still in the temple, and I can't promise that all that much will happen in what you're about to listen to. But hey, the only way we're going to get through this is by gritting our teeth and getting on with it. So let us push on with episode 240 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, Greased Lightning. Yes, the classic pancake with lemon and sugar is just one of the great things of the world.
Banana and Nutella.
No.
Indeed. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
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 How is everyone? We are here for our usual dose of disappointment.
Memory loss.
I think this is episode 240. I was looking at the schedule, or where we'd got to. My guess was that this whole thing would be finished in 244 episodes when we started.
Not a chance.
So we basically...
You think it? You still recently said you think it would be finished this year.
But I think we'll finish this year.
That glass cannon giant slayer is 326 episodes. It's just, oh my God.
Well, yeah.
And the problem with that,
though,
326 hours. Commitment.
More than 326 hours, Johnny, because the episodes are longer than an hour.
Well, we're at it. Sorry, because I was just thinking about this today.
Years.
Mahudril that's just coming up to attack me. I can go and attack her, but she's just going to teleport away, a bit like that lich. And I was looking at how to stop something teleporting. Yeah, I can't grapple her. That won't work. But things like anti-magic shell might stop her.
Yeah.
Might depends how she's doing it.
obviously we've listened to the pre-release last edit where Mike goes into a huge description of her and how the whole thing fits together. I don't know how you...
That was a while ago, but yeah, in an extremely irritating high-pitched voice.
Yeah, which we could get you to do quite a lot more of. Because it sounds like you almost asphyxiate while doing it, so it might be quite funny.
Yeah, I don't feel very well still, and it was weeks ago.
But there's also, just as a kind of side note, we received all these powers, and I don't know if we all remember what we've all got. It's like within 30 foot of Burple.
Well, hopefully you wrote it down.
Yeah, we wrote over it.
Yeah, write it down. I did wonder when you received the powers of
yes, him.
whether or not it would all mesh into your brain. But I think you did. I mean, I think you have been.
But the best effect is for us all to be together. And then you get area of effect stuff that gets all of us at the same time.
What's your area, Dan? What's Burple's area of effect thing?
Burple is all living creatures within 30 feet have evasion and advantage on dexterity saving throws. Evasion is basically where you take half damage anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, save, no damage, fail, half damage.
Can I suggest that all of these bits that we've all got, can we put them in like worm plot in just one place? And so when we are actually playing, it's just like I forget.
Readers are talking about a Slack channel now that we use to share info about the sessions.
I mean, I'm always forgetting about the cloak of displacement. And it's just like, I mean, it's the perpetual joke.
I mean,
it's
you chose it.
I know. It makes it even worse. The reality is, I forget that, and I always was forgetting something that Alessandra always had. Evasion.
Something with your armor class or dodge? It was
evasion.
No, it was the Thieves' Cunning, wasn't it? Where you get an extra round or something.
It was cunning action.
It was an evasion thing. She could have.
There were a few things that you missed out.
Yeah, completely stupid.
What's uncanny dodge?
Yes, that's uncanny.
Is that a thing?
That was uncanny dodge. Yeah, she had the ability to avoid damage. I think you do something and it's like
you could take half damage.
Yes.
Yeah. You always forgot that.
So,
yes, if you stand within 30 feet of each other, the three powers of the artist, the scholar, and the slayer overlay each other so that effectively you have advantage, I think, on pretty much all saving throws. Immunity to paralysis, and Burple has immunity to fire damage. Yeah. Buggy has immunity to paralysis. The thing to bear in mind, though, is that 30-foot field of whateverishness affects all creatures within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Not just friends.
Of a certain type. Okay. Isn't it? Some of them are all...
There's one of them which is all living creatures, which means that it would be effective against undead.
Yeah.
It's a bit like old school Healy Burst from like Pathfinder Beta.
Yeah.
I think we really missed the Healy Burst as a concept.
Yes.
It was fun.
It was a really good little tactical thing. And then they slightly kind of messed it about with like, you could shape it. Do you remember? This became the point where it was only your friends and you could nominate X number of people.
Spells, I think they're
and all of
Silly.
that stuff. And it's not so fun because you don't have that thing where you need to fall back. Golden times. We've been, hello readers. We sort of started in the middle. I'm here with the usual crowd, but no Lucas. Lucas is, he tells us, in Paris. He told me he's at l'Institut Simon de la Science des Araignées, which apparently is the premier Institute of Spider Science in Paris. But I don't believe him. And the reason I don't believe him is because I saw in the news that there was an arachnid-based job vacancy, and I wonder whether or not he skipped off to try and pick that up. The Isle of Sheppey. Familiar with the Isle of Sheppey?
Sheppey. Heard of it.
They have a scorpion problem.
Do they?
Not a problem, but they have scorpions on the Isle of Sheppey that came over 200 years ago in some Italian stone, and they're advertising for a scorpion wrangler. And I thought, yeah. There are no formal qualifications needed, but any applicant for the position should have a natural love of animals, and in particular, creepy crawlies. The successful applicant will be required to inspect Britain's largest scorpion colony once a month to ensure its members are safe. You will be given access to an ultraviolet torch to help you locate our nippy neighbours. You will also be required to wear headgear to protect you against falling masonry. Our previous incumbent wore an old-style explorer's pith helmet. So I thought, that is what Lucas is doing. But we have everybody else clicking his way sinisterly into his specially adapted high chair. It's the horror doll. That is Johnny.
What?
We've got my favourite player, Dan.
Hello.
Socialist Aslan, leonine and glowing. We've got Paul, 1/3 machine, 1/3 man, and 1/3 colon.
1/3 cheese.
And, of course, we've got the Randy Scandy, Olaf Hotperson. And it is, as we pick up the action, about to be Olaf Hotperson's round, but not quite.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yet. Because where we left things.
Yeah.
Uncle Buggy was climbing up a pipe in a chamber. An awful Avalarchia aberration started splurbling its way down towards him and landed a few blows on him. I don't remember it being an awful lot of damage, but it has got an awful lot of attacks. And then, as we left things, Mother Maggot, Mahudril, popped into existence at the base of this pipe. Briefly, she was in her human form, but then she sort of flickered into this awful multi-tentacled, beaky-mouthed, abominative form and pointed a tentacle at Uncle Buggy and unleashed something awful. Can you give me a Constitution save? DC 19.
Okay.
And if you get advantage as a result of your...
Advantage because of the belt. Rolling at plus 10. 17.
Not quite enough. And the second one is 17. Also not quite enough. Now, it's a new session. Would you like to use your dice already?
Yes.
You would. Okay.
Do I get any feeling of what it is? Is it necrotic?
Yes, I think you do, actually. It looks like a crackling beam of negative energy.
A bit like a Warlock's Witch Bolt.
I can't remember what a witch bolt looks like.
I mean, like the Galactic
It maybe
Emperor
bears
type.
passing resemblance. I think a witch bolt does force damage, doesn't it? Anybody remember? No. No. Anyway, you don't think it's that?
Does it look like it's going to kill me? Oh, bollocks. I'll just do that.
I mean, how on earth would you...
No, alright. I'll use an Urt. I rolled a 24 anyway, so yeah, save.
Okay, you save. It's respectable damage. You take 70 points of necrotic damage. Save to half, so 35, and then, of course, you're raging.
17 then.
17 points of necrotic damage. She giggles, looks a little disappointed. Well, can you tell? I don't know if you can read an Avalarchia's features, actually. You're guessing she's disappointed. And on 6, it is Sessions Epa. Sessions, you are in the southwestern corner of the chapel. The chapel is filled with biting insects.
Right, and on the far end there's one of these creatures that has popped out, is that right?
Yes, on the southeastern corner, so straight in line with you, one of these priests has popped out from this golden portal and cast this.
And does
insect
Scaly have some ability that impacts saving throws for spells cast within 30 feet of him?
Yes, 30 foot is plus 3.
there's not something that you convey on people trying to make saves against you.
I've got
That I don't know.
There's a +3 within 10 feet.
no +3 within 30 foot, and then immune to fear and advantage on wisdom saves.
I thought you conveyed disadvantage on saving throws, something like that. I'm not sure.
That's just him, though, isn't it? He gets... Scaly
People
gets
who-
advantage on...
I've got something called Mage Slayer.
What's that?
No, you got something that does
Okay.
advantage on your spell DCs, or they get disadvantage on their spell DCs.
Oh, if I'm casting a spell, the target of the spell has disadvantage on saving throws against the spell.
It's
I
if you're
cast.
casting
you,
a spell. Just
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I'm concentrating on the thing. So,
Something, Graham.
I want to cast a spell. I'm just checking on the range.
Never going to get it done in 244 episodes if...
If this is the
Okay, but
speed.
this one that's in the doorway, Mike, can it make
Yes.
a saving throw? A wisdom 20 saving throw?
Can you see it,
God.
though? You got obscuring...
I'm up at,
Insects.
I'm above
It's
it.
only-
I'm
It's above it, and it's only lightly obscured. It's a target you can see, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a go. No!
Okay.
No.
I've transformed it with my polymorph spell into a tortoise.
Okay. That's totally out of order.
Oh, ridiculous.
I don't have a tortoise mini, but we'll just mark it with a tortoisey symbol. Anything else? You moving?
Am I moving?
You floaty, fog lampy bastard person.
Does that mean the turtle can't concentrate on the insect plague anymore?
I don't know.
Because he's got like 1 intelligence.
I've lost track of whose insect plague is
No, I
whose.
could have
but-
dispelled the insect plague, couldn't I? Never mind. I enjoyed turning it into a turtle.
Oh, yeah.
No, you enjoyed the turtle
that
moment.
was
Yeah.
a good turtle moment, Graham.
Well, somebody dig out polymorph and tell me what happens to the polymorphy.
They die.
That would be such a brilliant spell. You are turned into a tortoise and die.
Are we aware that Buggy's in combat?
I've shouted, I think.
I think Buggy shouted.
Okay, well, on the assumption that Buggy
can't
shouted,
remember.
I will instruct the hair elemental,
The hair element.
to go and assist him. So it will move up into the room and
Yeah.
whomp.
We're going to have to do a little bit of map.
Just moves
whatever
up
it
the
is.
stairs, across the small landing, through the door and into the little cave room where Buggy is.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little
So
tunnel.
it sounds like he can keep concentrating once he's polymorphed.
Good.
Because there's no damage.
So on the side of our map, I'm putting a picture of a shaft. And into that shaft, we're going to put Uncle
Oh,
Buggy.
is he up the shaft?
We're going to put one of these horror creatures.
I'm just at the bottom bit of the shaft.
I thought he was actually in the room.
Nope. He has managed to get himself 10 feet up the pipe.
And is the horror creature beneath him or above him?
We've got more than one horror creature.
Ah,
But don't worry, the map is going to handle all of these exciting issues. In cross-section, we've got a 10-foot tall chamber, which is about 15 feet across. And then we've got a pipe. 5 foot up is Buggy. Another 5 foot up beyond that is the horror creature. And then on the ground beneath the pipe, we've got Mother Maggot. And the hair elemental is running in to assist. Yes?
Yep.
Happy with that layout?
yes.
Yeah.
So the hair elemental will try and attack Mother Maggot as she's on the ground there.
Oh, will it now?
Yes.
Okay, you're shouting in Auran.
Well, yes, go and assist Buggy
Yeah.
and fight anything that's...
the smelly thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
The small, smelly dog. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
My uncle.
Yeah.
That's no way to speak about a relative. Come on.
You can't hear him say that, Johnny.
You can.
Right, well, off you
can
go.
hear me, but you can't understand what I'm saying.
Do your very best. Oh, yeah, of course, it's all in Auran. Do your very best.
Schlam attack number 1.
Slamma lama ding dong. Hitting
Oh,
armor
plus
class
18.
18 is a miss, I'm afraid.
I thought it might be. And slam attack number 2. Hitting armor class 23.
Is a hit. Armor class 23.
For 15 points of slam attack damage.
Let me just check something about Mother Maggot. Has she got any resistances? Oh my goodness, she has. Immunities, okay. Condition immunities, yes. Okay, no, you don't know. Unless the thing is shouting back in Auran. I think it's got a brain the size of a walnut, hasn't it?
It's got an intelligence of
6 or something.
6, yes. So it's slightly less intelligent than me.
But slightly more intelligent than me. On 18, top of a new round, it is Scaly O'Toole. Scaly, you're in an insect. What's it?
Yes.
If you end your turn in the insect what's it, you will take damage.
I'm not going to. I'm going to move, heading east up the stairs into the little platform
Yes.
near where Buggy is.
Yes, the landing.
The landing. And what can I see?
Where you're standing, I think if you crane your neck, you can see the hair element. And behind the hair element, you can see some awful octopoid beaky monster.
But I've moved, so I can't actually do anything else. There you go.
What happened to that dwarf thing? The golem dwarf?
Well, you don't know.
Well, looking to my left.
You can see up this flight of stairs.
Yeah.
And there is no diamond-eyed dwarf of evil
Okay.
there.
Marvellous.
On 13, it is Burpledy Herpish.
Purple will move
Okay.
to 3, 4, 5,
So 3, 4, 3?
6, 7.
Yep.
Up to that
Man counting.
Up to that guy.
The tortoise.
Running up to the tortoise.
Oh, it's a tortois, is it?
Yep.
Doesn't look much like a tortoise.
Well, it's got a little torto marker.
Does it?
I thought that was totally obvious. But you've taught us something there about paying attention, Dan.
Yes. He's been quite slow.
Just tuck your neck in. But I'm still moving out of the cloud.
Like it.
Which one did this cloud?
We're not certain, but it could be this one.
Right. So it's still concentrating on it, is it?
This is what I'm told by Johnny.
Well, I googled it, and if you follow the rules exactly, it hasn't taken any damage, so it doesn't need to make a check. Even though its intelligence is too low to do a spell.
Right, there you are.
If I do damage on it, it reverts.
Yes.
It does, yeah. If you kill it, it reverts.
If you kill it, but if I don't kill it...
Then it makes a concentration check.
Yeah. And if you can get past that tough outer
but
shell...
the polymorph is secure. It's not able to turn back.
It pulls its head and feet in.
What's its armor class when it's in its shell? Yeah? Hey? Yeah? So there's no reason I shouldn't hit it, is what I'm saying.
Well, wouldn't it be better to help with Mother Maggot? Stop her
I can't get
away.
there. I can't get there, so I may as well, on the way there, do something useful.
Well, I was thinking...
Like try and bring the cloud down.
You could try doing 1 point of damage. Probably won't kill it, but it'll still have to make the saving throw.
Don't we want to kill it?
Yeah, probably we do want to kill it. Just thinking that might be an economic way of... you could potentially do like 6 saving throws, depending on how many hit points it's got.
Depending on how many times I damage it, you mean?
Well,
how do you think
you could kill it outright, with one blow, and it makes 1 saving throw. Every time you do a point of damage, you have to make a DC 10 saving throw.
If I kill it, then the cloud goes anyway, because you can't concentrate on it, surely.
No, it reverts to its normal form.
Oh, it's
if you
normal.
Kill it, you don't kill it.
Yeah,
if you kill it, you force it back into its normal form.
Oh, I thought it was normal form, but dead.
No, it's not that effective.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be just like a fantastic spell.
Why?
Well, because you would run up to Demogorgon.
Do you remember...
Turn him into a...
With a Mind Flayer...
prawn and then stand on him.
With the Mind Flayer, we had to get...
Prawn! I should have turned it into a prawn. Shit, the next thing's going to be turned into a prawn.
With the Mind Flayer, we launched it up to a great height, and then it had to then revert to its normal form, then fall from a great height. And it was the falling damage that did it in, I think.
Oh, that was a long time ago, Paul.
That was a long time. That was brilliant combat.
You're concentrating on this, aren't you, Graham?
I am.
It wasn't a Mind Flayer, it was a giant octopoid, and he turned it into a goldfish and put it in a...
Was it a giant octopoid? I thought it was
flask.
Oh, no, the Mind Flayer came later.
Octopoid.
Yeah, giant octopoid.
Well, that was the Octobomb.
Yeah.
Another conversation in Gondor Acres.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But are they bringing us lunch?
It was a giant octopus.
Was it a Mind Flayer or was it an octopoid?
Nurse?
We're actually going to sound like one of Mike's characters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what did you do, Paul? You reminded him.
Sounding like Rabadabba.
Yes.
Reminded him of that horrible voice.
One day he'll just go into character and never return.
Oiled him. There's a touch of shoosh about Rabadabadas. Anyway, what are you doing?
I'm healing myself.
Oh, okay. Physician heal
I'm
myself.
casting
On
regenerate.
13, stuck right up her pipe.
Right. I need some advice from the party. I'm shouting out, what do I do? Should I run up the shaft past the creature or jump down and fight Mother Maggot who might teleport away?
Fight Mother Maggot.
I should teleport away next round.
Well, you know.
Or I could move through and carry on up the pipe, see if it goes anywhere.
It won't.
Just...
No? How else do we get out of this bloody room?
Stairs.
Through one of the sets of doors.
You sure? It looks like this pipe carries on up.
Yeah, there might be something there.
Are you just trying to avoid fighting?
No, but If because I can move through it, because it's one size bigger, I could carry on up the pipe, move into whatever the guard tower is and see if it actually goes anywhere. And then fight. They'll probably follow me and then fight them. Or I can jump down and fight Mother Maggot.
I'm coming to
do
fight
some
Mother
damage
Maggot
and she'll teleport away. Absolutely 100%. And we haven't got anywhere.
I think the thing is Mother Maggot is a very, very important character here. She's Dragotha's number 2. So we've got to engage with her. She's drawing
just
attention to
teleport
herself.
away.
She's also after Burple. So we could use Burple
what is
as
that
bait.
about?
Don't know.
That's something about you being a wind thing.
A wind bag.
A wind bag.
beam.
You're a windbag, Burple.
I shall sing a song.
Please don't.
A very long song.
Oh, please.
God.
Yes.
Please don't.
So, you want me to fight the thing then?
I think we need to engage. I think the insect swarms are a distraction and a resource soak.
Actually, probably we want to fight things where you are rather than where we are, because they'll just keep popping out and annoying us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll jump down and fight Mother Maggot then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, it's your
Okay.
decision, Johnny.
Well, but I don't know what to do.
I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Okay, I'm going to jump down onto Mother Maggot and bash her with my axe.
Cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's good for me.
There's an attack of opportunity from the thing in the pipe above you.
Oh, but I'm dropping, not moving away. Didn't we have a rule about that?
Ooh, that was a while ago.
Did we have a rule about that?
We did.
I don't
I
remember.
think it was if
And I
you
can't remember which way it went.
fall off a cliff, it's not attack of opportunity.
You're actively descending, aren't you? You're making a
No,
decision
it's
to
dropping.
leave.
Probably take some falling damage.
What? So you're accidentally falling.
Well, I'm just jumping down.
You're intentionally dropping away from it.
Well, yeah, I'm just letting go of the wall as if I'd fallen off a cliff.
Yeah. Well, I think it gets a swipe at you as you fall away from it. Then.
Does it?
Yeah.
Google it, man.
Why not? I can't be bothered. You're just moving. I mean, effectively, the fact that you've just let go of a wall and you're falling away from something.
I think that rule is if someone forces you to move, you don't necessarily take an attack of
Somebody
opportunity.
forces you to move. That's completely different. You're intentionally letting go and falling away from it. And I don't see any distinction between deliberately moving, running away, or just letting go of a ladder, for example, and falling away. It makes no difference, does it? It's not,
I'll
we're not
say,
talking
don't
about.
push me away.
Let's not get too excited about this. It's going to bite at you. It hits armor class 22.
Yeah.
You take 15 points of piercing damage.
So
And can you give me a
7.
Constitution save?
26.
Okay. You're dropping about 15 feet, let's call it 10 feet. You're aiming at her. I think she gets an opportunity to duck out of the way. I'm going to make her make a dexterity saving throw. We'll know straight away when I roll it. Whether, yeah, okay. So she manages to sidestep. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Right, so I'm attacking at advantage because I have the Robberdobados.
Because you've got the Rabadab Robert. Yes, you've got the the Slayer
Let's
spirit
get
within you.
19
Is a miss.
Have I got any bonuses from anybody nearby? What about Scaly? Are you giving me any?
No, they're just.
think Scaly-
Oh, God.
I think
just saves.
Scaly emits a hit bonus.
Gosh, that'd be nice.
29.
29 is a hit.
I do 23 points of damage.
On 12, Lucas is not here, but it doesn't matter because it's not his character anyway.
Well, we'll definitely move him out.
Graham, are you going to run him?
No, you can, Dan.
He's going to move out of the insect plague and up the stairs
Yes.
towards
To the landing next to Scaly
What's his speed? His speed is
is
75.
75.
75.
Speed is like grease lightning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Mother Maggot's on the ground.
Mother Maggot is on the ground.
Parker will just run up and hit her then, I guess.
Through the hair element,
Through the hair element.
next to Buggy, kind of
I think
making
he
a...
will go one square
Yeah.
further.
And is he going to attack
Yep.
this abomination?
How many attacks does he get?
He gets, I think, 2.
He always gets much more. He always gets much.
I think he said
he's got a thing.
He said
and
I don't know.
two sword attacks and 2 bashy attacks, I think.
2 staff.
Staff of striking.
He's got the Staff of Striking, and then he gets 2 attacks with his Flurry of Blows, which use the gauntlets. But I think there is a key point cost. That's what we would have...
But he always got more. Flurry of blows is an extra 2
He
attacks.
definitely gets more than when we run it.
Yeah, exactly. He
What
always
does he say on his character sheet under attacks or actions?
actions in combat, blah blah blah. Breath of winter.
2 attacks per action. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. And
So-
then flurry of blows.
Flurry
Does
of blows. Hang on.
is 1 key point, and it does an
Yeah.
extra 2 attacks.
There we go. So it's 2 attacks with the Staff of Striking, and 2 attacks if he spends a key point using his fists.
Okay, like I say, I thought it was more. He's got 2 weapon fighting.
2 weapon fighting gives you
I'm just wondering if he can
as a
attack with the
bonus-
staff twice,
and then attack with.
and then attack with the unarmed strike.
Yeah, Flurry of Blows is a bonus action and it requires 1 key point.
And 2 weapon fighting requires burning a bonus action to use the light weapon in the offhand. So he clearly burns the bonus action on the flurry of blows rather than 2 weapon fighting, which is why
Yeah,
he gets that. Anyway, let's do it. Let's start with the Staff of Striking.
which I attack with twice.
Yes.
Yes, you get 2 attacks
Right, so
as
plus
standard.
plus 12 to hit. Graham, you can roll it. I'll read it off.
This is so slick, this.
Yeah, we're all over this.
17.
That's plus 3. It should be plus 12.
Right.
So another 9.
So that's 26.
26 is a hit.
Doing 1d12 plus 6 bludgeoning damage.
He can choose to add charges from the
Staff of striking.
Staff of Striking.
Grants plus a bonus. Has 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack using it, you can spend up to 3 charges for an extra d6 force damage with each one.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest we burn 3 charges.
Okay.
So it's 15 plus 3d6.
We're certain he's not spent any charges.
He spent
yet.
2 charges.
It regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn.
Yeah.
Plus 9, so that's 24.
Yes, I've got it.
Okay, that's the first hit.
This is just like a well-oiled machine.
Oh, it's just,
isn't it?
smooth and painless. So, do I get to attack with the staff again?
Yes. 2
Yes,
attacks.
you get 2 attack. When you take the attack action, you make 2 attacks. I don't know how many times we have to go over this, but yes.
Okay. All right, so d20 plus 12
Okay,
is 20, and plus 20.
okay, it's a miss.
Right.
Hello, miss.
And then what?
And then
flurry
you can
to flurry
decide whether or not to burn a bonus action and use a key point, and you get flurry of blows,
Yeah, we'll
which
do
is
that.
another 2 unarmed attacks.
Yeah.
Go on, Graham. Plus
Okay,
9.
so they're at plus 9.
Okay, let's start with the first one, and we'll just fumble our way. Readers, I'm so sorry about this. we mock Lucas.
It's quite a complex character.
It's like watching somebody borrow your car and then hearing them grinding through the gears and then reversing into the car next to them and trying to turn the radio on and getting the windscreen wipers. Right, come on, let's do it. Anybody? Here we go. No, it's
15.
a miss.
And the second one,
Hello, miss.
18
Also a miss.
Okay, so that's
A
nice
miss.
and quick.
Okay, thank you. Right, okay, that's much easier. Just keep missing. Well, you did a bit of damage on Mother Maggot.
He can duck away, can't he, Parker?
He
Doesn't he have,
has got the mobile
Yeah, he's got mobile.
feet.
Yeah.
By my reckoning, he's moved 17 squares to get there. He's got 5 foot left.
Yeah. So where's he going to go?
He's
with his
not.
5
He's
foot?
going to stay there.
Right. Readers, I can only apologise for that turn. Absolute
Just shut up. It's done now.
shambles. Christ. Right. Bad guys.
Leave it.
Sessions, the tortoise waddles back through the golden portal.
Right. Okay, well, that wasn't very effective then.
Scaly, you're slurping through the double worm doors to your north. The far end of the green hall is this diamond-eyed danger dwarf.
Yeah.
It squeaks with laughter and it throws a couple of things at you. First one hits armor class. Oh dear, not good enough. 17?
No.
Second one hits armor class. No good. It stops cackling. It looks extremely displeased with what just happened, and it back through the double worm doors to the
that was
north.
a bit pathetic.
Parker, Buggy, the hair element, Scaly, Burple. There is a kind of a deep thudding resonance, and a shockwave runs out from Mother Maggot. Can all of you give me a DC 19 Constitution save, please?
Excellent.
All at
A kind of wave of something
Roll at
horrible rolls over you. It goes around corners, all of that.
Do we get any bonuses from anyone? Scaly.
Yeah. +3 from me.
Advantage.
From the bug if you're within 30 feet.
I think I'm just out. As the crow flies?
I'm saying as the crow flies, yeah.
Okay. So I'm within.
So you're okay.
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
rolling at advantage. I get +3 from Scaly.
Yep.
Buggy makes it.
+7 at advantage.
32. Is 32 enough?
Is 23 enough when you said DC 19?
Yep.
Okay.
Burple
Needs to roll again.
fails with the first roll, but it's at advantage. Fail with an 8.
Now, what's the order with the Ort dice and the luck?
You want to do luck before Ort.
Ort is always the last thing you use.
Okay. I want to use a point of luck.
Okay, burn a point of luck.
Yes.
You make it.
20.
The hair elemental
Hair element, an 8.
at
Plus
+5 is not enough, and 14 at +5 is
19 is enough.
And then, shall I roll for Parker?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
13 is 21.
everybody saves. Everybody takes half of 32. That's a lousy roll. So everybody takes 16 points of necrotic damage. 8 points for Buggy.
I'm resistant to
Yeah.
necrotic.
So you take 8 points as well. Now can Uncle Buggy give me a constitution save, please? A single tendril of this abominative figure seems to single you out.
22.
22 is a save. You take 67 points of necrotic damage, halved 33, halved 16 points of necrotic damage.
Bloody hell. Good job I'm raging.
And then she bites you, Uncle Buggy, or tries to. They miss. Ooh, probably doesn't miss. Armor class 23.
Yeah.
You take 15 points of piercing damage. And can you give me another constitution save, please?
25.
Save.
Bloody hell.
And once she's done all of those things, she disappears.
I knew it.
Maybe there was a slight ghost of a satisfied giggle before that happened. On 6, it is Sessions Epa.
I will fly over to Burple.
I'm going to need some healing. I'm
Me too.
about half.
I'm almost half.
I've got a little bit, tiny amount of lay on hands left, but that's it.
Trouble is, we don't seem to be progressing much. We're just floundering around trying to work out how to get out of this bloody room.
No, we know how to bring the
Flounder
doors
is a
down
good
now.
word.
We know how to bring the doors down.
We've killed one of the creatures. I don't think we're doing that badly.
I think we just don't want to stand in that space with all the doors.
I can try and scuttle up this tube again.
Isn't there something still above you?
Yeah, I can probably go through it though. Just want to see if it goes anywhere.
I can send the hair elemental up and see if anything happens.
Yeah, see if it goes anywhere.
Is there still something in the tube?
Yeah, there's a greebly.
I don't think we're doing too badly. I think the doors,
Yeah, I don't think we're doing badly.
the double doors to the north, are really where we want to get to. I kind of think that the guard tower things are just a distraction. But
But then,
I think they're just another way in.
yeah.
we've got this annoying diamond-eyed creature coming out and taking pot shots at us.
I mean, the thing is, we're getting attacked. The thing to do is to ready actions.
Exactly. And to try and disable these things. So if Mother Maggot came, could we not ready to put a wall of force around her or something to stop her? Prismatic sphere
That
or something?
doesn't stop teleport, I don't think.
Prismatic sphere?
Anti-magic shell. Stop it, maybe. She's like that Thessalar, but even worse.
She's going to drop in and drop out, but we can't not deal with her.
He had a limited number of teleports. She's going to be doing it at will,
Yeah.
probably.
The queen of
Yeah.
dimensional travel. Yeah.
So,
Is
isn't there something called dimensional anchor spell?
Yeah,
or
something like that.
I haven't
Doesn't
taken it.
exist.
There used to be.
And then
Don't think
there's
it's
a anti-magic shell. I think that's the only way.
So we're kind of relying on Sessions and Purple to dig into their magic resources, see if they've got anything, and then if
Well, I've got Dominate Monster, but that's not going to work on her.
yeah,
Yeah, it might do. Aren't they monsters rather than...
They are, but she's going to be able to choose to save.
Oh,
Unless
well, she
we
might
can-
be able to choose to save.
Yeah.
Right. What's the deal?
Oh, the hair elemental's going up the pipe to bash the creature in the pipe.
Floaty, floaty. Yep. Off he goes. There's a miss
Is
with the 2.
And
Tell you that now.
19
Is a hit.
for 7 points of slappy damage.
7 points of slappy. on 18, top of a new round. Scaly, what you doing?
We're going to have an issue heading north, aren't we? Because the moment we go up those stairs, there's a problem.
What do we do to get through the door?
Oh, dispelled magic.
Dispel magic on the door.
Right, okay.
But the moment Buggy went up the passageway, up this next set of stairs, there was an issue, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was.
There's a whole load of ethereal worms.
The worms that didn't attack the air elemental, but he was flying and he might not have seemed interesting. Probably if we had a rogue, we'd see whether it was a trap and there was a way to disarm it.
We could dispel the worms at the door, then all run down there and then do a mass heal, which will get rid of all the worms in one go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to do dispel magic.
That.
I'm wondering if spirit guardians wouldn't do the same thing.
It might do.
Before we get into a long thing with spirit guardians as an option, spirit guardians do affect chaos worms.
Before they get
But
inside
they
you.
don't. Right. Once they're inside you, I think we've established that in the same way that spirit guardians don't kill your gut bacteria,
Yeah.
or wouldn't kill a tapeworm, they are not going to kill chaos worms that have infested you.
A heal gets rid of them all, though, doesn't it?
That's right. Any kind of healing spell seems to get rid of any chaos worms you have in you. Yes.
Kill wounds each.
Doesn't seem to matter how potent the healing spell is. It just seems to be any heal.
I'm going to do a dispel magic.
Oh, sorry. Yes. It's
Yeah, no, keep going.
Sorry,
I'm going to do a
Paul.
dispel magic on the 2 double doors at the end of the passage. Going to do it at 4th level.
Well, when you do that, the force field or eldritch magic that keeps them in place in a seemingly kind of solid form dissipates, and a set of rather glum-looking... Can they be glum-looking? Let's say glum-looking. Little chaos worms fall in a little pile on the floor and seem to sort of wriggle and expire, and you open up a view of a chamber on the far side of those double doors. Let me reveal that to you now. You can see a larger chamber stretching away to your north 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Your viewpoint isn't perfect, but you can see that in the northeastern corner there seems to be a sort of cutaway. It's not a flat wall at the far end. There seems to be another worm door there. Standing just beyond the double doors that you've disabled is the diamond-eyed dwarf of doom. What would you like to do?
Well, I've done a spell, so I'm going to do a move. I'm just going to move back onto the steps out of sight.
And that's it. On 13, it's Burple.
Question is, how reckless am I feeling? The answer is not very. So I am going to...
Pack it all in.
Go home to your bin.
Retire.
Have we done anything on this dwarf yet?
No.
Yes. Somebody's done a little damage. Can't remember who.
In what way? What with the...
I think the hair element kind of zoomed up, smacked it one, and then it thought better of things and slurped its way through that door to the north,
Right.
which is now no longer there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering about a fireball.
Do it.
Mhm.
Do it. Do
it. Do it.
Or I could ready.
Do it.
Hit something
Do
that
it.
comes along. Alright, I'll do a fireball.
Stepping round the corner
Yeah.
and detonating a fireball in the chamber beyond the now disabled double doors.
It's DC 18 dexterity.
Uh-oh.
It's a 5. Okay, how much damage do you do with your fireball?
31.
Well, difficult to say.
It's
Maybe
already
singed
black.
a bit.
It's just
Right,
a-
it's already looks like it's made out of mahogany or obsidian
Yeah.
or some sort of shiny material.
Right. Well, there you go. It's my round.
Fast and
In
efficient.
fact, I'm going to step back a bit further.
Back round into the southeastern corner of the chapel.
Yep.
On 13, Uncle Buggy, what you up to?
Right. Well, I was going to run up and bash the dwarf.
Cool.
Run for it.
Do it.
All right. I can only get to him if I can jump up the stairs.
Sure.
As part of a normal moon. I think I can because I've got
I'm told
20
as the
strength.
DM I meant to say yes.
60, 65, through the doors. Presumably the ethereal worms get into me. I can do a heal at some point.
Yeah, you're standing next to this diamond-eyed dwarf of doom. Let me describe what you can see. The stony walls of this vaulted chamber ripple with the burrowing passage of thousands of hissing green
Bloody hell.
worms.
Oh, fucking hell.
Above, the ceiling is a dome of green light that illuminates the chamber with a nauseating viridian shade. To the west, the wall curves and features 5 tall windows that look out into a large cavern. I'm going to come back to that. The floor near these windows rises up to form a lip or rim around a 5-foot wide hole in the floor from which delicate tendrils of green mist rise. A cage made of writhing green metal hangs from a stalk of green affixed to the ceiling above. Its empty confines twisting lazily in the air above the misting hole. Buggy. I mentioned a gallery of windows looking out over a giant cave. Let me reveal what you can see of that cave from where you're standing.
Oh, Christ, okay.
In this giant cave, which seems to be divided into a series of terraces, you can see an extraordinary creature floating, flapping, flying, working its way towards you and these windows that overlook the cave.
It's the other side of the window, glass window, so it's the other side. It's too big to get through, and there's window there.
There's an awful lot to be established.
I don't like this place. I want to go home.
It's a 40-foot long green worm-like behemoth. God. It has 4 large draconic wings. It's basically a cross between a sort of purple worm-sized Kios worm and a dragon. Its eyeless head looks almost draconic, with a ring of 6 horns that protrude back in a circular array around its neck. It has no arms or legs, but its wings sport large claws on the tops and tips of each joint. Its tail tapers down into a hook-studded member that ends in a set of large spikes. And as you stand in that doorway, it drifts towards this gallery of windows, and it opens its giant worm draconic mouth.
I'm only halfway through my go, by the way.
And we will find out.
Can I just bash? Hang on, we can't stop halfway through my go.
Cavern of horror you have unveiled with your
It's
bold
halfway through
and
my go.
dashing
I want to
advance
bash something.
when we pick things up next week.
I don't like this room. I don't like this dungeon.
Gets
I want
worse.
to go home.
Gets worse.
It's too difficult.
This is just the warm-up. This is the appetizer.
This is an amuse-bouche.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormcrawl Fisher and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormcrawl Fisher was written by James Jacobs. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!